Hey friends, I made a little kit and I made a video of the Valentine's Day DIY card kit that I had put together for a friend, and that's what I have right here. And what I did was I just kind of selected one of each from the kit, the same ones that I made for my friend, and I pulled aside some card bases, some white, just plain white card bases that I cut out of an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock. I cut them in half and then I folded them in half, and so they can go this way or they can go this way depending on how I have my cards assembled. And then I just went through my pre-cut papers and found a few others that I think would make for really simple and easy card fronts, so I might put those onto the front of some cards as well. And then I found this one from this is something from 2 years ago that I made, and I think I just want to leave it as is but glue it on the front of this card. I could just put it on a white card front too, that would look nice, but I don't really think I need to do anything else with it. I just want to just do it and assemble it and then put it in the mail for somebody because I think it looks really cute. And this is just a strip of washi tape on a piece of metallic gold cardstock that I just cut to 5.25 by 4 inches, and that's what all of these card fronts are cut down to, is 5.25 by 4 inches, and that gives a nice little 1/8 of an inch border on all sides of the card. So I just kind of pulled out all these things and decided let's get to crafting. I have a bunch of Valentines that I want to send out to people before it gets kind of late. I feel like I always have good intentions to send cards in the mail, but then I get busy and I forget, and then I think of it the day before, and by then it's too late to put it in the mail and have it get there on time. So I'm trying to be more proactive, and I have a little list of people that I want to send my cards to, so I have that set aside, and I'm just going to make all my cards and then figure out who is going to get which one. So anyways, I thought I would make a video just showing how I assemble these cards. Some of the stamped images I think I want to color on with my markers, with some Sharpie markers that I have. So that way you can see how I just take a basic kit and then embellish on it. And I'm going to pull out some glitter glue and maybe some washi and things like that to embellish it. So I'm going to speed this one up so you guys can see how I'm going to do that. And then I'll just meet you back here at the end of the video to talk about how it went, basically. So enjoy. Bye. So I finished all my cards and I wanted to just kind of showcase them. So these were the ones that were just cutouts and they were pretty much glue and go. So this is an angel. I think it's pulling up a little bit on the edges and I might try to go back and glue it down a little bit there, but otherwise cute. It's got the glitter embossing on it. Looks really nice. And I can write something on the inside. This one also glitter embossed angel in kind of like a cream color. It's cute. And then this one is kind of a yellowish cream love with a heart and an arrow and some doves and some flowers embossed. It's pretty. And then this one is a pair of angels. One looks like it may be singing and the other one's playing the violin on some like newsprint background. So I'm not sure if I would want to add Happy Valentine's Day up at the top here somewhere, or down here at the bottom, but I just left it as is for now. I think it definitely needs something, but it didn't feel right to add washi tape, and it didn't feel right to add like glitter glue on it. I suppose the only thing that I might consider doing is putting some of the shimmer pen on it somewhere, but I wasn't really sure if I was going to stamp on it, so I'm going to leave it for now, and then if I decide to do something to it, I'll do that before I send it. Here is the strawberry card, You're So Sweet. The color isn't a quite perfect match. This is a lot more orange, but I tried to get it close, and it's okay that it's not perfect. Because they didn't go together at all. They were totally separate, but I tied in the black border here with some black washi tape, and I think that looks cute. It adds a little bit of drama to an otherwise sort of blank card, and then I felt like the strawberry was just kind of a little too boring, so I added a little bit of the shimmer pen to it in the kind of, it's just kind of like silver shimmer. So anyway, I think that jazzes up an otherwise sort of plain card. I've got this one that's got the love stamp with this kind of like hot purple, and then I used some of this, it's more like duct tape than washi tape, but anyway, I used some of that. It's pink, kind of really bright pink, or that almost like hot purple, and then the black sparkle. I used the black sparkle in a lot of these cards, and I'm glad. I want to use it up. And then I added just a little bit of the stickles in pink on just a couple of these hearts, just as an accent. I thought it needed just something extra on those little hearts. So they were white hearts. And I think that it's just enough. I didn't want to take my attention away too much from here. I just wanted something to like have the eye bounce around in a triangle, if that makes sense. So that's that one. I think that one came out cute. This one was by far like sort of the most technical coloring in with my stamping, and I used 2 different colors of green, or I mean this is almost an aqua color for the cactus. I used kind of like a taupey color for the pot, and it kind of blends or is similar to this pattern on the paper. And then I colored half in of each color and tried to sort of like gently blend it. I figured that the colors would blend together sort of on their own because it's Sharpie and they kind of tend to bleed a little bit. So that's one I did there, and then I did the same thing with each word. I just kind of blended it. And the one that I had the most trouble with was this U, because it blended a little bit outside the lines when I tried to blend the colors. But it's okay. Overall, I'm happy with it, and I think it looks really cute with the letters that way. I definitely want to try that again. It was my first time really experimenting with coloring in stuff. And then I just used the sparkle green washi behind there to stick it on. I think this could be my favorite card of the bunch. I think this is really fun the way it came out, and I really like it. So There's that one. This one, I'm still not sure if I made the right choice in washi tapes. It was a little bit, I don't know, complicated. I cut this washi tape, this black washi, in half and used it, and I still have a piece of the other piece left, and I really couldn't figure out how to use it. Like, should I sandwich them, or honestly, now that I'm looking at it, I almost wish I would have gone with a red glitter accent instead. But at the time, I couldn't think about I didn't think about using the red. I just thought about something else to accent the background paper, and I'm not sure if it works, to be honest, because there's nothing in the background paper or in here that is black or gold. I just felt like it needed something sparkly to make it feel a little bit more dramatic and pretty. And now that I finished it, I'm not sure that I like it or that it works, but that's okay. That's part of the experimentation process, and I have a few more of these to make, so I can try other designs with the red sparkle washi instead, and maybe that one will be happier or better for me. But overall, I would say this: when you're experimenting with making cards and you don't quite like the way it turns out, but it's still a nice looking card overall, that's okay. Send it out anyways, because the person who's getting the card is less concerned about how aesthetically pleasing it is and more concerned about the message you write on the inside, the thought behind the card, and the fact that it's, this effort was taken to be sending them a card. It's more about, the process of learning how to put things together and organize your creative process a little bit better around color and theme and stuff, for you. But for the recipient, they're just excited to get a card. If the card does what it's supposed to, which is put a smile on their face and make them feel loved, then that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what it looks like, right? So, I mean, if you don't like it, if you don't think it's perfect, that's okay. You don't have to send it, but I just send them out anyways. I just feel like it's better just get it out there. So that's just my opinion. But this one is the little kitty, and I started going in with a lighter kind of taupe color, and then I tried to go in with some black, or not black, with a gray Sharpie over top of it to like make some little markings. And it didn't quite turn out the way I had wanted it to, so then I was like, well, screw it, I'll just color in the cat with the gray. And like, I left a few areas on the cat like noticeably less filled in so that the ink could kind of blend itself together. And I think that results in a nice kind of like, almost looks like cat hair patterns that I see. Like this tail, you can see the hint of a stripe if you look closely. And the pink wasn't quite, exact same pink that you see on the card, but I think it goes okay. And I added just a little bit of the shimmer pen to the wings. I thought that was cute. I was going to leave the wings just white, but then I thought, why not? Just put pink on the wings, because that'll be cute. So I'm happy with how that turned out. And then I used this gold washi and the metallic pink washi to offset that. And I think that came out cute. So I contemplated using some glitter glue or shimmer pen elsewhere on the card, but I don't think I want to do that, because I feel like this card is already really filled with like beautiful, delicate patterns, and I don't want to overshadow those with some more something. I think it's nice as it is. So anyway, there's that. This one, the Wild For You card, I put the black washi on it, thought that really works well, and then I matted the purple, the hot purple, and I knew I wanted it to be at an angle just because I feel like it's wild. It's like, it can't be contained. Silly, I know. And then I put some black diamond stickles on certain ones of these animal prints. So just to give it a little something, because I felt like it was just kind of too static, like you just meh, meh, and then I felt like having something extra to pull the eye around the page would be nice, but I didn't want to go too far to the point where it was like every single one of them was colored in. Just a nice little accent, something that is subtle but noticeable. So anyway, there's that. This one, I love the drama of the black and the gold together, and I think it really is a nice accent. I did color in this XO with a similar kind of raspberry color as the matte, and I think that color really works nicely with the stripes on the background paper, kind of like a brushstroke stripe. So I think this adds just a little bit of something special to the card, but it's not overpowering. And I thought about putting some other shimmer or something on it, but I didn't. I thought it might just be too much. I wanted this to kind of just be, let the brushstroke pattern paper and the lips kind of speak for themselves, if you will, but pun intended. But I don't know. I just feel like when you have the gold and the sparkle black, that is plenty of highlight or drama, and I didn't want to, add another type of color. I feel like putting black somewhere over here, down here it wouldn't make sense. So I just left it. I don't have any other colors of ink besides black, really. So, I mean, I do, but not in a pigment ink or an alcohol-based ink. So it would be fun to stamp this lips in colors. Maybe someday I'll get some inks in different colors. It's just I don't use them often enough, so, it doesn't seem worth it to me. But anyway, I'm happy with how this came out. It's sort of clean, but also really girly and dramatic, so I like that. The You're My Cup of Tea, I was really having a hard time figuring out how I was gonna set this one up, and I'm happy with the color of washi that I chose. I think it complements the red hearts pretty well. I could have used the black, but I felt like I was using the black so much, and it didn't feel like it quite went with this really sweet pattern. It just feels like this is really super sweet. So, and then I colored in with Sharpies on the teacup, and I tried to get like that similar shade of that salmon-y pink on there, and I kind of combined like a pink and an orange color together, and then I used the red on the hearts, and then I colored in the plate. It just felt like the teacup was floating with the plate being white, so I colored it in to be salmon colored. And then it still felt like it wasn't quite enough, so then I added the shimmer pen over top of that. And I'm happy with how that turned out. It's just sparkly enough. It doesn't have too much extra going on here. Yeah, so I like it. I think it's so cute and sweet. So, don't be afraid to combine ink colors, like color over each other to get a closer color. And I kind of blended the colors on a little scrap so I could see what they would look like and compare which color was closest to the one that I was trying to get to. So that's the tip. And then I have this Wild for You. Again, trying to do that at an angle offset to make it look a little more wild, like it can't be controlled. That's how my mindset was on when I was putting these together. And then I knew that it was going to be really plain if I just left the paper alone, and I knew I wanted to add some drama with some glitter. I had this animal print washi that I just knew I wanted to use with one of these wild ones, and so I combined and I kind of sandwiched it and just put it down here on one side. I think it works. I like it. It's got a lot of sparkle. It's fun. It's colorful. It adds something to an otherwise sort of plain background card. And I love that I'm using lots of my washi tapes, and that was part of my original kind of 1,000 card plan, was to use up more washi tape, and all these cards are sparkly and pretty without having, a lot of texture or dimension to make it difficult to send through the mail. So all these are flat and they can go through the mail, but they still have a lot of sparkle and flair and fun. So I'm not 100% certain about this card. I decided to try like a crisscross washi pattern, taping pattern, and I don't know if I hit the mark, but I gave it a shot. That's what matters. I experimented. I really couldn't decide if this like aqua was quite the same color as that, so I just went with it and figured it's close enough. And looking at it now, it's not quite the same, but again, how many people are going to notice that and nitpick it? Just me. Like, I'm my own worst critic, so I'm not going to stress on it. But I think if I was going to come back and do this again, I would probably not do the sparkle and just keep it with either maybe like a metallic washi, because I feel like this washi, that aqua, is a little too transparent. Or maybe it shouldn't be washi at all. Maybe it should just be paper strips. But either way, I don't know that I love the way that it came out. I'm still happy with it, but I think a different kind of washi would set this card off better. It's just, and I colored in the little hearts here, but the stamping wasn't too even, and I wanted to go back in with another, like a black marker, and color it in, fill it in a little bit more, but I can't seem to find a black Sharpie. So I have every other color, but I can't seem to find black ones for some reason. So I'm sure I have them somewhere around. I just didn't grab them when I was making this. And then I added just two little like lines of shimmer to the glasses, just so it looked like a little bit of a reflection on the glasses. I thought that was cute. But I think my original instinct to use this kind of green, that chartreuse green, is on the money. And then I was also tempted to bring in a navy kind of blue like this glasses, and I think that would have been a better solution. I just don't have any navy washi tape or anything really close to that. I have lots of red, I have lots of pink, and I have the black, and I have lots of like little metallic sparklies. And I didn't want it to be something where it would look too girly, but I think now that I've added the glitter and colored in these hearts pink, it's starting to look too, pretty girly. So for next time, I will experiment with making it a little more neutral, I suppose, is what I'm trying to say. Okay. So on this Just My Type card, I went with a silver polka dot washi. I think that works really well. It adds a little bit of, it's just something special. It kind of makes it look a little bit more elegant. And then I put a little bit of shimmer pen just across the part where it says "You're Just My Type." And then I used some Sharpie markers to color 3 different colored hearts. They're not even, and at the time I was just kind of going for it. But if I was to come back and do this again, I would kind of try to space them out more evenly, or just use one color, something like that. And then I did go back over them with the shimmer pen, and it kind of, with Sharpies, sometimes the edges will bleed when you add this shimmer pen. So there's something that happened a little bit, and I'm not, it starts to fuzz out this heart a little bit. So you can still tell what it is, obviously, but I prefer a little bit of a cleaner look. And then I felt like it was, I only added that color because I felt like it was going to be too boring, and I didn't want to color in the whole typewriter, but I could see doing something fun where you color in the typewriter with a nice pastel type color, and it could be really fun. So anyhow, that's how that one came out. I'm really happy with that. I'm actually, let me go back to this. I'm really happy that I found a way to incorporate this pattern paper that I've had it kicking around in my craft room for probably 10, 15 years now. So I'm really happy about that. And then being able to coordinate it with a stamp that I've never used before until now was really nice. I just feel very satisfied that I'm using my stash supplies. I'm using the things that I have, and I don't know why, but that just makes me feel really, really good, really satisfied. So moving on, this little card, I tried to keep it really simple because the background is really busy with lots of color and pattern. And then I added the pink, and I tried to get it to be a similar pink. It's not quite the same exact pink, but I just thought that would make it pop a little bit more and coordinate a little bit more. And it's okay that it's not the same color pink. Next time I'll figure out a way to make it the same color pink maybe, but it's okay. And then I also used the same pink on top of these heart U letters. And looking back, I think maybe it would have been better if I just tried to get them all like solid black, because just like some of the other stamps, they didn't stamp solidly, and so I thought, oh, I'll just fill in the like rough stamping with pink. But I don't know that I like how it came out. Like, it's okay, but I think it would look better if it was a solid, just because the way that the rest of the paper is solid. And then I added some glitter glue on top, and I honestly cannot tell you, I can't remember. I think it might have just been this Stardust one, and it might have been better to use the black diamond. The black diamond does have a little bit of sort of like holographic in there, but it's mostly black, and while this one is entirely holographic, so it gives it just a little bit more of a pastel look. And I think if I would have used the black diamond, it would have been more in alignment or similar to the black glitter washi. So that's my only self-critique on this one. But otherwise, I'm really happy with it. And I will probably use that same technique of, you know, using the sparkle, using that marker to color in, and then using the black sparkle washi, because I liked how that looks. This last, or actually there's a couple more, so never mind. This strawberry one, again, this is card that was in my stash for 10 or plus years, and I finally cut into it. I think this strawberry pattern paper is extremely sweet and lovely, and I tried my best to get as close to that really pale pink color, but I don't really have any markers that are just quite that color, but I did close enough, and it's okay. I think it works. But I used that same kind of burgundy color to color in the seeds, and to color in those seeds and get them that kind of burgundy color, I actually used two colors. I used a red, and then I used like this kind of like purpley tone on top of it to give it a burgundy, and then I colored in the green stem or leaf, and then I added the shimmer pen over top of it. And then I couldn't find my black, so I used a dark gray, and I'm not dissatisfied with it, but I think black would have been better. And then I felt like it was just really empty up here, and I felt like it needed something, and I typically will do like a 3 dots of glitter glue, and instead of doing 3, I just decided it needed 5 because that space was so large and empty, and I think that sets it off nicely with the sparkle, the shimmer on the strawberry. So it adds just a little something, a little cute glitter, but not a ton of drama. It's just a little bit. So anyway, I think that looks nice. I'm happy with this. Yeah, I don't know what else I would do differently. It's kind of nice just to see this paper be used, to be honestly. It's nice. Oh, and I didn't use a washi tape. I couldn't figure out what washi tape would really go with this, and I did try to use this red washi, and it doesn't quite match with that burgundy color, so I skipped it. And I didn't want to use any glitter washi because I thought that would just be like too much. But what I could do is use a paper strip that's a similar color, and that would be a nice, instead of washi, I would just glue down a strip of paper. But I didn't, think about doing that at the time because I'm trying to use up the washi. So this one is another one of the typewriter stamps, and for this one I did 3 of the little hearts in red, and then I went over it with some glitter with the stickles. It's Xmas red, and I had trouble kind of keeping it on the hearts, and I ended up using my my X-Acto knife to kind of like move the glitter in the right places so that it wasn't just like blobbing everywhere. So I would say that was a little fiddly, a little more fiddly than I would prefer. And then the red washi, I think that really pops and it ties in that red hearts color. I felt like I didn't want to just leave it plain, and I was really struggling on this card to figure out what washi to incorporate because I felt like the gold wasn't quite the right color, and some of the other colors that I had were, they would have just kind of blended into the background. I don't have enough, I don't have like a brown metallic like this, and I didn't want to incorporate black because I thought that that would clash too much. I couldn't quite find the right fit, and I thought that the red sparkle might be too much, because I wanted just a little bit of sparkle and shimmer. But I think this came out. I'm really happy with how this came out. I think it all coordinates, and it's just enough to make it pop off and stand out. And it's not overly girly or dramatic, so this could be really nice for a guy too. I'm basing this off of what I know my boyfriend likes. and then I added a little bit of You're Just My Type, a little bit of shimmer pen to that, just to give it a little something. But I like when I say guy or less girly or something, that I'm not trying to be gendered, but it's just based on what I know my boyfriend likes. So he does not like sparkly or shimmery cards. He doesn't want to get something in the mail that has glitter on it because he's afraid of like getting glitter on his hands like this. I've got glitter on my hands now from the shimmer. So he wouldn't want something that is gonna, and I feel like he, represents the average man. So that's where I'm drawing that from. But I know there are some guys who like sparkle and shimmer. And if you know a guy like that, go for it. Make the card to suit his taste. I'm just trying to, make a one-size-fits-all sort of many cards that will work for many different types of people and their personality types. Anyway, and then my last card here, All You Need Is Love. It was the first time I used this this lace pattern washi, and I'm just gonna say it was a pain in the butt to use. And it was after making this, I think this was my first card, where I was cutting the washi on the card and it left some like score marks from my X-Acto, that I decided I should not cut the washi on the card. Like, I shouldn't stick it down and then try to cut it, because that creates problems. It creates like little indents in the card. You can see where it's weakened and it leaves a mark, and it's not the best solution. So instead of doing it that way, what I started doing in the card making video you'll see is that I started gluing or taping the washi tape down to measure it, and then cutting it at the appropriate length for where I was going to place it on the card. And sometimes that meant that it was just a little short or just a little long, and I just had to live with it. But I think that is a better technique than trying to, get it cut down off the card with my X-Acto knife. But I will say I am happy with how this looks in combination. I was worried that it would be like too much, but I think that is a nice, to me, like the red lips or just the lipstick pattern is like a little bit sexier. And then using this lace and the sparkle, I don't know why, but in my head I just picture like the top of a fancy stocking, like a thigh-high stocking. And it's feels very like sexy and dramatic. And then I added the little glitter to the heart here, and I colored it in with my Sharpie markers. So I'm happy with how this came out. I think it looks cute. It incorporates the red from the lips. It the black here kind of ties into the base here and adds a pop of color, or I guess a pop of contrast is what I would say. And I'm happy overall with the way all of my cards came out. Otherwise, I wouldn't be sending them out. But yeah, I think that I'm going to be able to send out these cards to a lot of people. I still have many extras of these cards, so I can make different versions of them and try to experiment with doing something differently than how I did on one of the cards if I wasn't happy with how it came out. But So that was fun. It was a good challenge. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19 cards. And then I have one more over here that is just, I'm going to just have to glue it down and then it'll be done. But this is my 20 cards. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching me make these cards and the process of making these cards in the video, and just seeing my creative process and how I work through all the different designs, and you know, doing this with some really basic supplies, like just some washi tapes and some glitter glues and some Sharpie markers and a little shimmer pen. And even if you don't have some of these things, if you don't have the glitter glue and you don't have the shimmer pen, use some sparkly washi. I mean, most of this is just Scotch brand washi tape. It's usually, I can find it at Staples or Walmart or Amazon pretty easily, and you just pick up a couple of colors. I have got a lot now, but you can buy it in packages as well where it comes with multiple colors. Oh, I can also get it at Target usually pretty easily. I'm pretty sure that some of these I've gotten at Target. And I try to just get it when it's on sale, when it's discounted, so that I can use it in the future. But I've gotten to the point where I've acquired so many of them and I haven't really been using them. I originally purchased the washi tape long ago because I was working on, decorating my planner, and I don't really use a planner anymore. I kind of just realized that I'm a digital person and I keep all my plans in my phone. So, now I have all this washi tape and nothing to do with it, and I want to use it on my cards and make something fun. So anyway, I hope that shows you just how you can use some simple materials. And these were just cut out of regular cardstock that I got out of different paper pads. So you could buy a paper pad that has some really basic patterns, like just some stripes and just some polka dots, and then get to having some fun with some stamping, or draw your own just draw a little strawberry and put a little cute pun, "You're so sweet." Or you could use stickers if that's what you have instead. So, I mean, I have quite a few sticker packs that have things like that on them. They don't have the wording on them, but they have the little images on them. I'll show you one example. This one I got at Michael's. This is just like a little sticker pack. They're $1, $1.50 usually. And you could make lots of cute little puns with these, like we're quite the pair with these little socks. Here's another. You could use that, "You're my cup of tea." This little cupcake could be "You're so sweet." You've got the cactus here, so you could do "Stuck on you." Here's that avocado one. You could make something about avocados. I think these are pieces of gum, so you could make a "stuck on you" joke with those gum ones. The pizza I've used before with "You have a pizza, my heart." That's a really cute one. Anyway, but here's the typewriter ones. And so anyways, my point is you can find lots of cute stickers and then write out your own silly puns on the card itself in your own handwriting, or type it out and print it on a computer paper. But the point is that there's lots of things that you can do to make things be fun and cute and entertaining. So anyway, that's all I'm going to say on that subject. I think that I rambled pretty well now for a while, and hopefully this will just give you some inspiration. But thanks so much for watching. I am going to be continuing to sort of document my 1,000 card making process, and I'm going to be sharing all of the progress on this channel. So if you're interested, there's a playlist that I have created. You can check out that playlist. You could subscribe so that you can see whenever I post this videos about the 1,000 card challenge. I also do other types of crafty videos and just sort of craft with me videos. So if you like this kind of content, like my video and subscribe, and then you'll be able to see all of that content. Leave me a comment if there's something specific you'd like me to show, a specific technique that you saw me do, or if you have a challenge for me, you'd want to see me make a certain type of card. I'm open to that too. If you have questions about the products that I use or products that I recommend, leave me a comment and let me know, because I have certain products that I really like and certain products that I don't. I will definitely say you get what you pay for when you buy brand name when it comes to things like glitter glue, when it comes to things like markers, when it comes to things like washi tape, but you don't have to spend a lot of money. So, but anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I will catch up with you guys soon. Bye!